dry my hair. My K-tip extensions. And let's chit chat. While we're doing that, let's chit chat. I just shampoo my extensions. Now it's time to blow them out. Get them back straight. So I'm going in with my lemon brush. And curls. So what I did first was obviously shampoo, condition my hair, and then I went in and I detangled it with a different brush. I like to use the unbrush to detangle my hair. And then I separated it into these 4 quadrants. I didn't part it or anything like that. I just separated it and then put them in the knots. And now when we are detangling again so that we can blow it out. It's very simple and easy. I mean, obviously I'm a stylist, I say that, right? Of course I say it's easy. But if you want to do this on your own, just follow what I'm doing. Stretch that hair out. Stretch it. Stretch your hair. Get your handy dandy blow dryer. Make sure the heat ain't up too high. And blow it. Hold it in place and blow it. And look real good. You don't have to take this big little section, but this is what I do, because I know what I'm doing. And I just stretch it. Burn my hand. Then I take my brush. This is where we get tricky. Stretch it out. Follow it with the blow dry. That's what we see much work. I like to stretch through. And then, why didn't I get my comb? The moral of the story is to stretch your hair, stretch it, hold it, and blow it. Stretch, hold, and blow. Okay? You want to blow it at an angle. You don't want to blow it directly on the scalp or anything. Blow it at an angle. Because then you're going to burn yourself. Especially if you got the heat up high. Let me grab my comb. I'll spill. Lost some weight now. Okay. Have you my comb? comfortable. Because y'all ain't learned by now the key to silky smooth hair, extensions or no extension, the blow dry. I mean the shampoo first. The shampoo first, but the blow dry. Gotta get that blow dry. Good. If not, yeah, not really happy. You got no control. This part is always hard. I'm doing it by myself. Goodness. I need 2 more hands. But we got this. Go back to the comb. Right. She's great. She's great. And yes, these are basics. Now, bling, let me point one out for you. That is the case. Okay. Alright, one quadrant done. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Unroll it. No, detangle it. Again. To stretch it. You want to stretch it so that you get the curl out. You don't want it to be curly. You want for a smooth look. You gotta stretch the hair out. Like I say, you can do this yourself, but if you're not comfortable doing your own hair, you need to see your stylist because you will not have K-tips by the time you're done. And then you blame your stylist because you didn't know how to do your hair. So I would say K-tips are an investment from the time you get them in all the way until they come out. It doesn't stop at the install. Yes. Yes, I do. Part of being a K-tip specialist, in my opinion, how I run my business, I can't speak for everybody else. When you come to me, it is an all-inclusive experience. All you have to do is show up. Literally it. We talk about everything in your consultation as far as what you want done, the outcome that you're trying to achieve. We go over everything. It's like going to the doctor's office and you tell me your whole life story about your medical history. The only difference is we're talking about your hair, and I mean, I'm gonna get in your business a little bit about your medical history because it does relate to your hair. What you do what you put on inside is gonna show outside and vice versa, right? So for me, in my business, I want to learn everything that I need to learn about you in order to help you on your hair journey in whatever way that is. It's not just about the style for me. It's deeper than that. Because I believe that everybody's end goal is to have beautiful hair. Whether that means your hair is just healthy all over as a whole, or your hair is long and healthy. Because, girls love inches. Girls love inches. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I want to make sure that everything that we're doing, we talk about it and we have a clear communication, because that's a big thing for me. I want to make sure that we're communicating or what you want clearly so that I can help you, because I can't help you if I don't really know what you want. And that's not going to happen in a quick 5-minute, shoot me a couple texts, and then boom, show up, let's do your hair. I don't work like that. I'm invested. And I think you should be too when you're spending thousands of dollars. You should have a very lengthy consultation to where you feel confident and comfortable with what is about to happen once you sit down. Then, but that just goes back to me saying I'm a specialist. I don't just do K-tips. Like, this is all I do. This is it. I mean, I do healthy hair too, but K-tips is what I do. And you can't, for my business, I have to do the foundational work first, because it's all about setting your hair up for success instead of failure. Because I want your hair to thrive while you got your K-tips in. What's it going to happen to them if your hair's not going to thrive? Like, that's crazy to me. No. I want your hair to thrive, but that also means that you have to do your homework too. It's a teamwork. We're a team. I can't do it all, because once you leave my chair and you decide to ignore everything that I told you in the upkeep, and then if you decide to come back to me, because some people can't tips in and they don't go back and see, they don't come back to me. I am not responsible for what happens when you walk out that door. That's not on me. I gave you the guide. I gave you everything you needed to know. And if you had any questions at any time, you can hit me up. But when you walk out of the door, and whatever you decide to do, that's on you. But you can always contact me if you're struggling in some area. And that's why I would say, come back in for your maintenance, because I need to make sure that you're doing what I told you to do so that we can protect your hair. But coming to me, it's an all-inclusive experience. What that means is all you have to do is show up. Literally. Just show up. Your hair's going to be prepped. Everything's going to be ready for you. I'm not going to be telling you, oh, you got to go get your own hair or anything like that. I don't work like that. I'm the specialist. I know best. In my area. I know best. So, and if you're coming to me, I need you to trust that. Otherwise, don't come to me. Don't come to me if you can't trust that I have your best interest and that we've communicated properly so that you're going to be taken care of. If I don't have no trust into this relationship, me being your stylist, I don't want your money. Because I don't want to be micromanaged in any way, shape, or form. I don't think anybody wants to be micromanaged in their profession. That's crazy. But yes, you come to me, it is an all-inclusive experience. Everything is taken care of. All you have to do is show up. fine. And I don't even got it on the highest heat. I just move slow. It hurts. I don't do this with my clients, just with me. You're coming in alive. Make sure you tap the screen and let the top of the stick know. Please send my live out to other people. Tap that screen for me, please. Need some lights. We're still here. What kind of questions do you have about cases? Any concerns? Anything I can clear up for you? So y'all liking this live? Right, I think we're back. What we got in here? If you're in here, make sure you like and live. We are talking about case extensions. I am blow drying my case extensions. I am a case extension specialist in Columbus, Ohio. If you're in here, make sure you're tapping live. Give me some likes. This her here, okay? Her here. You can't tell her no difference. I'm gonna make sure the roots are dry. My hair is dry and it's cooled so that I can get them roots as smooth as possible. And you know, we just keep rinsing and repeating and doing the same thing over until the whole head is dry. If you're still here, tap that screen, give me some likes, let TikTok know that we're doing a good job. It's a good job. her. Same process again. Detangle. Stretch it out. And when you get close to your roots, you don't want to like go at the scalp end, like right there, and then pull down. Because if you do that, you're gonna run into the keratin where the K-tip starts. You're gonna damage your hair. Let's not do that. I like to roll the brush, and you'll hear if you hit a K-tip when you go like this, you'll hear. Like if you glaze over it or whatever. But if you go straight through that, hey, that's on you. I told you not to do that. So if you do that, that's on you. You know, girl, that's so cool. Cute or whatever, but you gotta go straight, boo. Go too straight. So yeah, pull it. Okay? Yeah. If you're still here, tap the screen, give me some likes. Take it slow. Anybody have any questions? And the K-tip is thinking. Blow drying them. I didn't take the pictures until I get so high down. I'm just gonna blow these out to my liking. sure them roots is dry, which they are. And pour some of the vacuum and try to get it as smooth as possible. Y'all want the blow dryer to do the work, not the flat iron. That's how heat damage happens. Hey girl. If you hear me, so you liking the live. Let TikTok know. To request my content. Or share my relevant content. Thanks for sharing the live, Lord. Alright, she's dry. Thanks for liking. She's dry. I just want to make sure that the roots and all the hair is smoothed out as smooth as possible to your liking, that is, and if you're a stylist, to the client's liking, and make sure that your roots are smooth. So when you get in there, you ain't gotta do too much work. You ain't gotta do too much work when you get in there. And these are where the extensions live. They live in there. So yeah, stripe smooth as possible. And then we're gonna do this side. Thanks for liking the live. So I'm ready. I'm actually looking forward for our group call tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I ain't gonna hold you. Oh yeah. This side is dry. Let's go ahead and start on this side. Like I said, over and over, we just rinse and repeat the same process. Girl, you been able to get some videos edited? Well, I know you got some edited, but like, I know you was talking like you had a lot of stuff. So, you have to take care of most of that anyway. I use K18 detox. I did a detox K18 treatment and the shampoo. And then I use my favorite plant-based product, 1212, the conditioner. I love their conditioner. It's just something about it. I mean, the whole product line. But I wanted to treat my hair with the K18, so I use that today. And then for setting it up for the style, I use Mazzani Miracle Milk. That's what I use. Mazzani Mazzani Miracle Milk, and their smoothing cream. The cream. That's what I use. Yes, that even top tier. What you making? I just ate for the day. I didn't even eat nothing all day, and I need to stop, or else I'm gonna disappear. Like seriously, I'm gonna disappear. But I just ate some how do you say it? Kava. You know, I'm plant-based, so I like use plants. say my good hand side. This side. Okay. How we gonna do this? The best. Parmesan shrimp. Shrimp parmesan. I read that backwards. Who's that doctor in that? Not doctor in that. Why we doctor in that? Keep stopping because I ain't got a good handle on this side. This side now we just I don't know what's happening. Like my hand hurts. I'm burning it. If you're here, capitalize. I'm gonna stop yelling. Blow down the face with the extension. That's kind of, anybody any questions about this one? Okay. Is the blue? I think blue is your R. Yeah, I do. I'm going to just back there hanging up. It's, what is this? It's like what a deep curly. I got like, I think 2 or 3 different, I think I have a, exotic curl, Indian curl, I think I have a deep curl that is Viennese and some type of Indian curl. Then like, I have like 3 different curls in there. And so, Good. Whew. That's time off. Right here. I know it's time to take it. Alright. 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 Then we good. Mm-hmm. This side, I don't like that it still feels unsafe. I don't like it. I don't like it. That just means that. See the tips, y'all? They tipping. This side of my hair is always more poofy. A little bit more texture on this side. A lot of texture happening. Got a lot of different curls. Want to have their own situation over here. You can see. They want to be curly or whatever. I want it to be straight. I don't want it, girl. Not today. Not today, Miss Postman. I want to stretch it out. Okay, these are where the tips are. So you guys gotta find the tips. Find them. Now I'm gonna do it on cool air because I'm getting close, and I kind of want it to sit there to like smooth this out more, so I don't have to do so much work with my flat iron. Whoa. Okay. You know what you're doing. Thanks for that flattering. This is cool air, y'all. That's why I'm so close, because it's cool. I don't do this with hot air. I don't do that. I'm not gonna style it straight. Find some little button down curl in there. No, I don't do too much. I don't do too much at all. Last time I did my hair was like the whole process of shampooing it 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. And successful blow dry. That's how I blow dry my K-tips without losing any K-tips. As you see, I didn't lose any. I didn't lose not one. Go me. Also, shout out to my stylist, Kim. She did them. I kind of want like a heavy side part, but it can't be too heavy because, you know, the K-tips are too big. So I want wonder if I can kind of get how deep I can go over this way. We gonna see. Look, there's a good. It's another thing. When your case is done, once they're in, they're in. You're married to the style. You're committed. There's not too many ways you can part your hair. Like you can't go all the way up and through here for a deep part if you got K-tips right there. So you gotta think about that stuff too when you're going to get your K-tips done. Okay, that's not gonna work. The tips there. I didn't plan on wearing a deep side part when I got it done. So that's on me. That's okay. You know what I want is I guess that's what we're doing. I guess. I ain't got nowhere to go, y'all, but to bed. But I want to style my hair so I don't have to do it for the next few weeks. Because once the shampoo is done, once all this is done, we good. We good to roll. Like, we do what we want to do. If you're here, make sure you are liking the live. My K-tip extensions. Don't I? Oh, I need to turn my flares on. So yeah, I am a K-tip specialist located in the Columbus, Ohio area. And here to service all of your K-tip needs. Y'all can ask me whatever y'all want pertaining to hair. Especially K-tips because, you know, that's my specialty. But that's not to say that's the only thing I can do. That's just the only thing I'm willing to do. How are y'all doing this evening? What side of the world is everybody in? I'm in Ohio. I'm just going through my K-tips because you gotta separate them, y'all. You have to separate your K-tips. And I'm just going in them. There's really no rhyme or rhythm to them. It's just making sure that they ain't doing this. This one was trying to be friends with the neighbor. We're not doing that. We gotta go through it because your hair's gonna grow and your hair's gonna shed. So you have to go through there and make sure that those little pieces that like to fly away and get in the way, that they're not trying to be besties with the neighbor. Especially after a shampoo. And there's just certain ways that you gotta do stuff. And if you don't know how to do it, it's best to just go see your stylist. Like, don't put yourself through that pain. Don't do it. Please don't. Some of these wanna be this, these after the shampoo and blow dry. And you just gently start taking them apart. And they come apart. As long as you've been keeping up with it, they will come apart. And I just see a few of them. Alright, that side's done. Now we gotta get up in here and separate these. I go through them so fast unless I run into some that want to be besties. Don't pull them apart. Please don't just pull them apart. Follow the hairs and gently separate them. They'll come apart. If you've been keeping up with it. I'm separating my hay tips. Alright, and I only like this because I didn't do it right after I shampooed my hair. I blow dried before. Either way go. I'm not losing no hair. And they're not tangled. They just like to try to be friends with their neighbor. Not be having to pull them apart. Like, you're not doing that. Because then if you let them stay together, then they're going to turn into a lock. Nobody wants that. I mean, unless you want that. I don't know. To each their own. I got this new guy right here. There we go. I wish I could like really show y'all how I'm doing it, but I feel like in my mind it's common sense. You just go through it and do it. Okay, get it back. You can go one by one, two by two. Just make sure that they are coming apart when you touch them. You're not pulling them apart. Can't stress that enough. Do not pull them apart. Slowly separate them. Remove the hairs that will get in between. Because they will get in between. Your hair has to be like in a smooth out state or a state to where it's not gonna be difficult for you to separate them. Because you can do it when it's wet, depending on your hair type that is. I wouldn't suggest it for someone who has like extremely coily hair. Unless you have like product that will help separate it. But definitely don't do it dry. Dry if it's in this type of condition. Yes. I'm just trying to make sure I ain't forgetting nothing. Loyal. Okay. They're separated. Now y'all. It's a lot of hair. I haven't had my hair this long in a while. Naturally, my hair is like down here. Naturally. But I cut it. Okay. And now they're K-tips. I didn't cut it to get K-tips though. I didn't say all that. I know y'all was thinking. I'm considering K-tips already. I think you should definitely look into that. Tell me what makes you want to consider them? Like, what look are you going for? Tell me the details. Hello, how are you? When is your wedding? Okay, tips are separated, hair is clean, dry. She's down with the versatility for the honeymoon. I know that's right. Versatility for the honeymoon, yes. And you have access to your scalp. Not only you, but your partner will have access to your scalp too. Just saying. They do look very natural. They do. Have you talked to anyone, or you're just like in your research phase? They're the most natural extension method on the market. 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 And I'm not saying that just because I do it. Just because I'm a K2 specialist, I'm not saying it for that reason. Yes, girl, do your research. Where are you located? I feel like you're in the right space right here on this live to ask all the questions that you may have. You're in Columbus. Okay, so you're right on the street. Not literally, but I am your local K-tip specialist. And all I do is K-tips. So I would love to see you in for your wedding. Love to see what we can come up with for you as you get closer. I mean, you might want them before then. No need to wait till your wedding, unless you know that's what you really want to do. No pressure. No pressure. No pressure. But yeah. You want okay the versatility of curly to straight? Yes, you can definitely get that. That's a possibility your depending on your hair. Depending on how comfortable you are wearing your hair curly, how comfortable you are styling it curly, like all of those things will be something to take into consideration. But it's definitely possible. What you got my way. I do everything. I am your specialist, and what that means is I am with you throughout the whole K-tip journey, the whole experience. You come to me for the install. The investment doesn't stop at the install. The investment continues throughout the install with your maintenance. So we will put you on a regimen to where you will come in however many times you need to come in, depending on your lifestyle, your hair journey. That could be once every 2 weeks, once a month, once a week, whatever the case may be. When you get your K-tips installed by me, I am really big on making sure that I see you again. I want to see you again because you have a foreign object in your head, and there's a lot that you're not going to know to do naturally. So I want to help you through that journey. I style them, I treat them, I do everything. gotta feel for it. Feel for it. This is my heart. Alright. I love that. Waves, yes. That would be beautiful. 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 And definitely achievable depending. I say depending just because I don't know what your hair looks like. I don't know what current state your hair is in. And I don't want to give any certainties, but you can definitely give me the Hollywood waves. Okay, definitely can get it. I'm not saying you can't. I just like to be very careful with with certainties unless I see it. But beach waves, wedding next year in October. You was ahead of the game. I know that's right. Don't burn yourself. Good for it. Don't do it. I will definitely burn myself. Yes, we definitely can. My website, Hair Invigorated. Um, it's on my profile, but you can't click on it. Cause TikTok is a hater. It doesn't want to allow me to put my website in my bio. But anywhere you search is Hair Invigorated. My website will come up. Anything about my business will come up, and I have a K-tip assessment, which just is like a pre-consult for me to get an idea of what it is that you want prior to your actual consultation. And then once I have that, we schedule your consultation and we go into all the details of what it is that you're hoping to achieve and get you on a schedule. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. I'm here. No rush. Take your time. Vet whoever you need to vet. And just make sure, keep me in mind whenever you're ready. Again, it's Hair Invigorated everywhere. Trying to make sure I didn't get the tip. Don't get the tip, girl. Don't get the tip. Go above the tip. There we go. And that's another thing. A lot of people, I've noticed that people be installing the K-tips and they put them too close to the scalp. You don't want your K-tip to be so close to your scalp that you don't have the 360 movement, and then when you move your head, you feel the tension, you feel hairs pulling because it's basically on your scalp, or just like a half a centimeter away from your scalp. They shouldn't be that close. It's dangerous for your hair. Yeah, I am in Columbus, y'all. I'm trying not to get the curves, but I want to get my roots. There we go. All right, two of the U. I'm gonna finish doing this. Not y'all, y'all stay right here. I'm gonna finish doing this, but that is how you blow dry your K-tip extensions if you don't go to your stylist. But I suggest you go to your stylist, especially if you don't know what you're doing.